Never mind. We'll just fucking launch. Of course this isn't working. Of course it isn't. Why would something work the first fucking time around? Why would it? I was going to respond to that comment in the comment section here. Whatever fucking reason, YouTube doesn't want to fucking work. You know what? YouTube, go fuck yourself. Jesus Christ. Welcome to the closing hour, assholes. But seriously, look, it's fucking spinning circle of death for some fucking reason. Let me make sure it's not the internet. It should be working just fucking fine. I'm pull up my own website. How to judge women you date? Yeah, that pulls right up. YouTube, whatever reason, ain't working. Even though I'm live streaming. Okay. This might not be a very long one. Let me try going to subscriptions. Okay. Let's just let it fucking do that, and maybe I'll reset it or something later. Christ almighty. I'm not crispy, but my fucking internet connection apparently is. How's everybody doing tonight? I've been on several serious streams lately. Most notable, Tiddies. I think it's Talking with Tommy D. That's how you find it. So he does good work, actually. He just hit 1,000 subscribers, so congratulations to him. And thank you for all of you who came from his stream or my stream or whatever. And, came in. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thanks for all of you that came in from Dark Stream. Thanks for all of you that came in from Sierra's Firearms. In fact, both of those guys, they're sharing a room or something tonight, apparently. Based off the last video I saw. Yeah, go check that out. DLD After Dark or Sierra's Farms. It is still R2D tuning, so I'm just going to reset it. Because the internet's working on that. Whatever. It's fucking up. Why? Because reasons. I guess I can sort of keep up in the chat here. Martin Kaminsky, thank you. He's from Dark Like Dugan's channel. Up late drinking. What are you drinking? That's one of the topics we got. Getting to that in a moment. Sounds about right. Yeah. Just shit going wrong. Like I told Dark earlier, it's like, okay, we're on the private Discord. It's like, shit'll go wrong. It's funny as hell to kind of watch it, but it's still kind of hell if you're the one that's producing the content in it. I've gotten a little bit more of a good sense of humor about it now, but it's hilarious. You laugh about it afterwards, DLD and CRS, there you go. Hey, there's a power couple right there. And not just because they have their own respective families. Now, you guys make all the gay jokes you want. I'm not going to. It's too easy. There's Dark himself. What's up, Dark? Dark, who never gets any damn sleep ever. Hitting the range with the boys. And got some digits as the old dog. So okay, so you're like me. You're in the single category. YouTube is still not fucking loading for some fucking reason. It's not because I'm streaming, because I'm not using YouTube bandwidth. I should be able to stream and monitor the chat from here, because StreamYard is different. Let's switch my internet provider. This is the importance of having options. This is the importance right fucking here of having options. 2 SIM cards on this thing. I'm going to switch to the other one. I only drink beer. Yingling. Okay. That was one of the subjects tonight. Okay, Yingling I've heard about. Yes, I actually know how to pronounce it. It's pronounced Yingling. And I don't know if that's a Pennsylvania thing or a north east thing or what. But I know it. Okay, something's up with the fucking internet on the other thing. Okay, that's what's going on. So now it's working. Let's go to my channel. I'm live. Hey, there's a nice looking chick there with a decent rack. There we go. See, that's worth clicking on. Watch YouTube write that down, because they think it goes against the fucking porn requirements, whatever the fuck it is. Why is it not let me highlight this? The hell? Think you had a bad night. Was gonna watch the stream, but instead spent 3 hours on a POS roll pin that wouldn't go on our out of the gas blocking tube. Is this a firearm thing? I'm not sure what you mean. All right. It's easier for me to read it on here. I can highlight it here, but I can read it here. It's easier for me. Where my 5 pounds took the 300 blackout and my buddy's FNX 45. All right. Damn near bought another SMG, but was talked out of it. How do you get talked out of buying a small machine gun? Was it the AFT that talked you out of that? All right, get the rest of your comments. I want to get to my damn subject. Because you know what? There's been enough heavy streams, over the last few days. There was mine last week, which apparently brought a few people to tears, and they thought that I was going to fucking jump off a bridge or something. Yeah, shit happened there. Go tune back into that if you want to have a cry fest, apparently. But you know what? I want to have fun. I want to have a good goddamn time. That's why I'm here. So I hope you guys are here. And sometimes I'm informative of what I'm talking about. Sometimes I am useful. Hey, that could happen. But sometimes things need to be talked about, and they got talked about. We all go through shit. And look, I'm not here to fucking hide anything. But look, a lot of people like just to show just the best parts of themselves or whatever's going on or whatever. I'm just here to be who I am. Accept that or not. I had to figure out for myself that can't get close to anybody because most of them, they're not going to accept you for who you are. That's the scripter's letter to Kenny. I'm not sure what he's talking about. Firearm thing. Buddy went to get another truck or house, whichever comes first. I think the truck comes first. It's easier to get than the houses, especially these days. All right, we already had somebody say Yingling. We'll tackle beer first. Let's talk about beer. How about that? How's that as a nice subject? Now, for me, right now, I'm drinking pretty low on beer, actually, except for my reserves, which I have plenty of reserves. Drink what I was drinking last week, Irish Death. Now, I had this at one of the bars that's around the corner. Apparently, they don't have taps. Most of the bars here have taps. This one does not. All they have is canned and bottled beer. And I'm looking around, I was like, here's what I want to maintain with. Like, I could do a decent shot of something, and it's probably going to be pretty clean, you know? Most bars, they're notorious for not cleaning their lines. But you know what? Not only is a beer easier to maintain with, especially with the issue that I've been dealing with the last few months, where, you know, like, okay, I start drinking, and then 3-4 hours later, I fall off a fucking cliff. In terms of just energy goes in, like, and I don't know when to fucking stop, so I just keep going. Man, that's happened. So I'm willing to make that sacrifice. You know what? I'll just enjoy the beer. Beer's a lot easier. That's number one. And number two, that's one of the scents that actually turns women on, at least a little bit. You want to have a good date? Take a woman to a brewery. It smells weird, but that weird smell, it does something to them. I'm just saying. Bolo's here. I suggest Dab Dark. I'm not sure what you mean. Bolo, go check out DLD After Dark. Oh, that's what else we could do in the chat. God damn it. He was here earlier on his alt account. Damn it. Sep Hicks talking. Hey, Sep, we could stomp out the hell out of the cast collectively. I am quite lost on that. Riggs! Riggs is here. Riggs is from Terrace Pop's channel. Everybody go check him out. So Irish Death is a beer that I've known for a while. It's actually local-ish up here. I think it's the brewery's about 100 miles away. It's in Washington State. All right. And that's important to know your limits there, Martin. I know for whiskey, like, that's the one that, like, if I'm drinking that heavy, I'm staying home. Because, yeah, that's the one that'll put me under a little bit quicker than tequila will, believe it or not. Keep in mind, I know how to pick my tequila. But if I'm picking a beer, by the way, I've only been drinking beer on the show. I've just been drinking. Here's the thing about alcohol, just so you know, alcohol itself, like nutritionally speaking. So you know about the macros. I'm pretty sure you don't. If you don't, here's what that means. Fat, which is the reason part of the reason it got such a bad rap on how it makes you fat. No pun intended. It's 9 calories per gram. Protein and carbs are 4 calories per gram. Body metabolizes it different ways, and that's a different discussion entirely. Alcohol itself, despite what's in the glass here, despite everything else that's in the glass here, some of the wheat that's left over, the hops and whatever gives it the color and flavor and all that stuff. The alcohol itself, it burns at about 7 calories per gram, somewhere in the middle of those two, or those three rather. Here's the thing. Your body obviously stores protein. That's how you build muscle. Your body stores fat and uses it for a lot of metabolic functions. This is why getting your fat in is important, particularly saturated fat. Obviously, your body processes carbs, either burns it or stores them. Just so you know, it will convert it. It will convert carbs into fat. Your body does not like to store carbs the way they are. You will store some glucose stores like in your muscles and sometimes in your brain too. But since fat holds more than twice the amount of energy in the same amount of space, your body's going to convert it into that. So your body stores all three of those. Alcohol, you can use it for energy. In fact, I've said before, I've run literally off tequila at one point. Or you expel it, you sweat it out, you piss it out, and maybe there's other methods of extraction there. Processed by your liver and your kidneys and all other stuff. In other words, you don't store it. Alcohol cannot make you fat, and in my opinion, by itself cannot contribute to any of the shit that goes wrong with your liver or any other systems. How could something that evaporates out of your system within hours, cause lasting damage like that? Unless it's really that acute. And if it was that acute, we wouldn't be drinking it. It wouldn't be part of our civilization since civilization began. Just a theory of mine. Back beer, I think what the hell was it? The Bible said, we distilled wine or we made wine first. No, we distilled beer first. It's been one of the longest running alcoholic beverages. In fact, I think it's the best use of grain, bar none. Bar using it to make cereal for children, which is a fucking crime. Or taking the damn corn, which could be used to make bourbon, up there with using beer as the greatest use of corn, and using it to power fucking police cars or whatever the hell else, or adding it to your gas so your gas is fucked up. Letterkenny is apparently somebody I need to get to figure out. you're ever back in Calais, I'll highly recommend it. If I'm ever out in that area, I'll let you know. Man, I got family out there, so I got to travel up there sometime, right? Yeah, as far as favorite beers goes now, I'm not sure exactly what kind of beer this is. It's definitely a darker one. It says it's a dark smooth ale. And based on what the bartender told me quite a while ago, it's like you have to kind of pour it a special way. Now, I have a specialized glass. It's from Wingman Brewers, which isn't too far away from here. In fact, I plan on visiting again now that everything's open. Brewers is one of the places I pre-gamed when me and Ball of Chaos went to go visit what was the Bourbon and Bacon Fest in Tacoma. Had that same smell there, the same brewery smell. Hops, barley, wherever the fuck it is. Trust me, guys, it helps. It doesn't get the job done, but it certainly helps in your favor. It doesn't smell as good to you. It doesn't even smell as good to her, but it's going to help. Ask me how I know. Show's hilarious. Okay, it's somebody's show. Okay, I'll look that up. Started tipping very little and giving my driver cash and telling them, you didn't get that up. I'm not sure what Riggs is talking about. I always tip the people who deliver to me. I don't know if that's what he's talking about. Allegedly. I always tip the people who are in the service industry. I'm in the service industry, so I know the thing. I've worked in restaurant in pretty much every position except for actual management, which I'm fine not doing actual management. And I work in the delivery industry now, so I appreciate people who actually tell. So I kind of like these kind of beers. This one, there was another one they had at the bar. I think it was Thursday night. Thursday nights, I have found, at least at the old bars, that was the time to actually go out rather than Saturdays, which I do plan on going out tonight and seeing what that's like. Um, Thursday nights are the nights that I've actually gotten, if not gotten outright laid, gotten the details to getting laid later. It's never Saturday night. It was never Friday night. Friday nights always let some sort of fight or something. That's one reason I just stopped going out Friday nights. But yeah, as far as I go out, you know what? Beer is where I'm going. Now, one of the places I go, they have with some tangerine wheat beer or something. I have no gluten allergy. And look, wheat's bad for you, but you know what? It's in the beer. So I say it's oh fucking K. God damn it. Because I'm drinking it. It's the only way I okay drinking your fucking calories. Because there's an actual benefit from it. And that's actually you get something good out of it. Here's the question. Beers do you like? Now I like kind of dark beers. One of the ones that I had, it was it's gonna be my second one. I had a trio of Irish Deaths lined up here. Some dark ale. Apparently you're supposed to pour it kind of like you're supposed to pour it like upside down or something. Now, as you can see, sorry, Martin, move your comment here. As you can see, you pour it hard enough, there's quite a bit of head that goes on there. And you know what? If you're dark, like me, I approve getting a lot of head. Especially from women that want to prove their teeny tiny mouths aren't so teeny tiny. Ask me how I know. That's one of my favorites. If I had to pick a favorite, though, it'd be Red L's. This is why I was picking Men's Room Original Reds way early on. That was one I had to learn. You know, everybody always picks IPAs, especially up here. And one of the reasons I like them, they're bang for your buck, and just the sheer amount of people who want to slam on IPAs because, you know, like apparently they're man tit juice. That's basically what they claim them to be. And clearly, I have gotten a lot of man tits from drinking a whole lot of IPAs, even though I haven't done it recently for other reasons. One reason, if you notice, I'm going to remove your comment again. Sorry. If you notice, I'm actually wearing a shirt this time. I'm not wearing the usual tank top. Now, this shirt I actually pulled out of the walk-in closet that I have here. Yes, Poor Sky Dungeon somehow has a walk-in closet. If you can fit in there. Hey, I'm a big person. I'm used to fitting the small, tight spaces. What can I say? But I pulled one of the shirts out. This is one of the shirts I got, you know, like I used to be a double XL. I lost a bunch of weight and I actually got into fitting as a mediums, and they fit snugly, they fit form-fittingly, but they're not tight. And over the last, you know, couple of weeks, because I hadn't had time to exercise or even a motivation exercise or anything, diet never really felt the shit, but it's gone sort of halfway to that. It's like, you know what, I'm a little bit worried. Have I lost any muscle mass? Have I gained extra? I'm looking like, have I gained the gut? And it's like, and I put this shirt on today. I put on another shirt like that, which I worn the armor over, so it got stretched over that, and I'm looking like, geez, the sleeves fit a little bit loosely. Everything fits a little bit loosely. Okay, maybe I was right. Maybe, okay, I need to get back into working out and all this other stuff. I put this shirt on, and it fits exactly the way it should. It fits exactly the way it did before. The stomach, there is no tightness or anything on that. The sleeves, they're about as tight as they should be on a shirt. You know, if you're keeping yourself in shape and all that. It's like, shit, okay, well, fine. I'm doing good. Despite me drinking beers, despite me fucking around and doing all kinds of other shit, because that other shit going on. I've maintained, and that goes back to my theory and Michi Peachy's theory and a couple other people. Hey, you know what? You eat enough protein and all that stuff, and you don't fuck up your diet too much. Keep all the processed stuff out as much as you can. Have a little bit every once in a while. I might do that tonight. But keep your diet clean. Keep your protein in. And you know what? Your body, you're going to maintain most of that, even if you don't work out. Now, it'll take me about a few days to get my original strength back, probably. Even though I'm pretty sure I retained most of it. I'll find out tomorrow. But it's nice to know, hey, I just still felt right in this goddamn shirt. It was like I never took it off. It's good to know. Now, red ales is what I like. Pale ales, actually, is what I really like. Not Indian pale ales, not IPAs. Though I don't have any hate for those at all. I feel the market is oversaturated with them. You do not get very good pale ales out there. The local pale that I can get is was Johnny Eatu, and that's from Georgetown Brewing. They're a little bit south of Seattle. The best one I've actually had, and I wish I could find it. They're Full Sail Brewing. I think they're somewhere in Oregon. It was their Atomic Pale Ale. If you could find that one, now that's a real fucking good one. That is one of the best beers I think I've ever had. I'm just saying. Yeah, you know, red ales, pale ales, dark ales like this, porters, stouts. Now, Irish Death, it clocks in at what, 7.8, I think? Yeah, 7.8. I don't remember what Dead Man clocks in at. It's in kind of the same category. And what's the other one that's around there? I can't remember. It's not Guinness. This is like Guinness, but on steroids. Martin says, all right, I'm on keto, high fat, low carb diet, but I drink beer. It's the extra sugar that fills the liver with glycogen that makes people get fat liver. I'm going to correct you on that. Glycogen can be a problem. What you're thinking of is fructose. So here's the thing about just most sugar and all that stuff. Glycogen, we're talking, that's the end product of glucose. Again, I'm going off of kind of information that's been in my head for fucking years, and I haven't had a chance to study it recently, even though I studied it a lot before. Glycogen is what your muscles store. That's what vegans tell you that your brain runs off of, even though if you don't have any glycogen, it naturally runs off of ketones, which is what you will be experiencing if you're on the keto diet, kind of where the name comes from. But it's the fructose side. So most of your body can metabolize glucose. Muscles, your organs, your brain, all that stuff. Fructose can only be metabolized by your liver. And it has a very hard limit on how much it can. I can't remember exactly what it is. But once it hits that limit of what it can actually metabolize, it just starts storing it and basically in itself. That essentially is where fatty liver disease comes from. I looked at the difference between fatty alcohol disease and non-fatty alcohol disease, and there was, last I checked, there was literally no difference. Again, not medical advice, not even nutritional advice, just something that I have observed, just so you know. God damn it. Geez, you guys are running ahead of me again. That's because I keep talking. Well, hell, I'm running a show, so of course I'm talking. Talking about helping driver avoid Uncle Sam by doing either no tip on order. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, Riggs, no, I totally understand you. And Mictobus actually made this point before when I was talking about this directly on another show. Riggs, understand this. So if you've ever taken Lyft, after you have your ride, you have your ability to, it'll give you either a percentage, 15, 18, 20%, whatever, or to give you actual dollar amount. $1, $3, $5, $9 if it's really fucking busy, something like that. And that'll be the direct tip, and it goes to your driver. It's the same thing in my industry. They don't give you a zero option. You have to go into the custom tip. So if you're like me, I'll enter 556 or something, you know, or 243, whatever. They have to physically go in and remove, they have to physically put it at $0.00. And so you might get away with that if you're with the old contractor I had, which I couldn't see what the proposed extra tip was. If you work in the industry, you know, because you can see how the payout works. Okay. Now that I can see it, and especially since I know what to look out for, I can say, okay, there was no tip there. And sometimes I'll take a risk. Okay, if I see Riggs ordering food or something, because I know Riggs, and especially since he told me, like, you know what, I'll run his order, no problem, because I know there'll be cash at the end of that. And Riggs is exactly right. You know what? That's off the books. That's exactly the way that a lot of the tipping worked. When I worked at the Tiger Bar, and what I imagine places that don't have automatic tipping or gratuity services or whatever would work. And in restaurants that are up here, yes, you have that up here now. Dansboro is one of them. Who the fuck is it? Lionhead's another. I haven't been back to since forever. And they never fucking got on me for the mash shit, so I'm definitely gonna visit them at some point. But what you do, Riggs, when you do that, you run the risk of someone like me who's kind of done that, and I'm not sure if you're going to do that. I can kind of look if I take the order of, okay, if it's a hand it to me order, then maybe there's something there. And I actually took a risk with that. I was on who was it? Thought Commodity. Everybody go check her out, by the way. I can't really shout her out because she has her channel spelled in a weird fucking way. Like half the words are half the letters are capitalized and the other ones aren't. But she's a real good channel. Megan's a good person. I like her. Yeah, pointed it out there. You start giving me these telltale signs, and especially if I start remember your name or something, it's like, well, I'm not running your order. You're going to be waiting an extra 20, 30 minutes before somebody who's actually willing to get your order is going to deliver it. And so my advice as far as that goes, look, if you want to leave a cash tip and that's off the books, and that's even better, and I definitely appreciate that, and anybody in the service industry is going to appreciate that. Anyone's going to appreciate money that doesn't get taxed. I mean, for sure. But at least leave a little bit of something there, or even like whatever is suggested there. Sometimes like $3, $5. If it's really busy, 8, 9. I've seen that before. And even that, I'm like, Jesus Christ, you know what? I'll just cook my own damn food. And look, that's fine. Keep in mind, if you physically move it to 0, you might not get your order for a while. Just so you know. That's just coming from me, just as someone that works in the system. Just saying. I'm allergic to salty subscribers. Hey, Dark, I refrained from banning that guy. Who was it? None, whatever the hell his name was. Just because you're very laissez-faire and hands off. If I see him there again and he starts doing the same shit, his ass is gone. Just so you know. I take that job very fucking seriously. Look, I know you and everyone else pretty much is giving kind of like that wrench as kind of an honorary thing. And I really do appreciate that. It's real nice coming like, hey, I'm the wrench. I'm the big swinging dick around here. And guess what? I really don't care because I'm just here to have a good time. But you know what? I pay attention to kind of shit. And you handled yourself very fucking well this time compared to the last time we had that issue where I actually had to fucking time that guy out. You did a very good job this time. You just kind of have fun with it. And that's why I just let him go. He even tried to brag afterwards, like, yeah, I got under dark skin. Yeah, he was like, nah, no, you didn't. No, you didn't, dumbass. Dark just kind of had fun with you. But no, I see that asshole again. He's getting splashed. That's what's happening. Because you know what? We don't need that kind of fucking energy in your chat. You don't need that energy in my chat. You don't need that in CRS's chat. This is what the mods are for. That and saving comments, you know, from when YouTube decides to fucking, okay, you said dick, and we don't like that, so we're gonna hide it. And it shows up on my feed as like, okay, here's this comment that's being held for review. You either show or hide it. I immediately hit show. That happened on Ask Nathaniel's channel earlier today, and it turned out to be a troll anyways. But look, I think the comment should at least be shown before it gets shot down. Again, I'm real fair about this shit, but you know what? Can't have that shit. You really can't. Dark, you gotten a lot better at it's not kayfabe, but you know, you keep character, you keep the show kind of on the path that it needs to be at. But you know what? Even though you just made us moms because I guess you like me and you like Sport Brand and Matthew Telhart and DS88 and all the other people, which isn't that many. It isn't that many that you made us moms. Well, look, you know what? You give me a job, I'm gonna fucking do it. Okay, so just so you know. What about salty nuts? Try not to. Try to keep them less salty. Wash them off, god damn it. Don't do too well with those either. Beers? Budweiser Black. Hey, did it just get dark in here? It was awesome. Too bad it was discontinued back in 2015. What was it? Discontinued with Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben? Jesus Christ. Or how about Land O'Lakes? Dude, that chick is hot. I love fucking hot native chicks. Maybe it was because I actually dated one. My God, she's gonna go down as the cream pie, you know, champion-s of my damn life because that's all she wanted. Just saying. Hope you don't mean these nuts because that's just too much. The fat bastard bust me. What up, Techno? Oh yeah, Techno is he's a follower of Dark's channel. We're supposed to talk about titties at some point. I'm still catching up on comments. Hells are easy to make. That's why there's so many. But I prefer the lagers. Lagers are the ones that apparently they're really hard to make, kind of hard to standardize. And that's why Budweiser really stands out. That's why Miller, Coors, all of them. That and even particular their light varieties. Just so you know. Sorry, I missed the stream. How did you miss the stream? Oh, wait, he explains. Because I tried trying to upgrade the AR. You have an AR in fucking California? Custom like a sailor plus the POS will not cooperate. And it's hotter than hell out here right now. I can believe that. Glucose, sucrose, and fructose all turn glycogen. Fructose has to be turned into it by the liver, though. That's the problem. Fructose is only processed by the liver. That's why sugar is so dangerous as far as that goes. I'm not saying don't eat sugar. I'm not saying don't eat cheesecake or, you know, ice cream or something like that. If you're going to limit an intake of something, limit that. Now, I always say, you know, limit the fucking seed oils because that's literally fucking poison. You know, your vegetable oils, grapeseed, canola is actually not that bad as far as those goes, but corn oil and all other stuff. Fuck that shit up. Fuck that. There we go. Techno Man nailed it. Corn syrup, actually, it's 55% fructose, 45% glucose, unless you get into commercial stuff. And the commercial stuff, that's a different thing entirely. Most products don't get into that. Athem's here. How you doing? Just trying to help my server product Keep more of the money. Yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate it, Riggs. No, I just want you to know, like, if we know beforehand that we might not get tipped, and we don't know if there's going to be a cash tip on there, that throws a big monkey wrench into things. Because you know what? We make a lot of our money off tips. We do. And most people who order through my service, who I worked for, I waited on as a server, they took care of us. But hey, if we have a way now to actually figure out who's tipping, who's not. Just throw $2 in. Throw $2 in. That's all. Okay. Let's say the delivery fee is, I don't know, or if it's paying me, let's say it's just $7. Well, if I know $2 of that has gone on tip, I got no problem bringing that to you whatsoever. I'm gonna do anything I can to follow your directions and everything. Maybe I'm just a cheap fucking bastard. I don't know. The hell, I've kept the lights on. I've kept the internet going on, and that's how I'm still able to talk to you assholes. You know? But just keep that in mind. Throw in a couple bucks and then do what I do is like, okay, you follow my directions to hand me my damn order. Here's an extra 5. There you go. Or even an extra 10, depending on what the night's like. And you guys talking about the salty cracker. I'm not sure what that is. I continue because it wasn't selling after the cancel, but bullshit. What the fuck is a salty cracker? Holy shit, Guns and Barbecue is here. Dude, thanks for joining. I didn't know you were subscribed here. Thanks. Okay, there you go. Okay, he corrected it. There you go. All right, Riggs, there you go. That's how you do it. That's how I do it. I usually just roll with whatever the suggested amount is. Even if it's a lower amount, at least they know they're getting tipped something. And then when they show up here and actually do their fucking job, they get extra. So always have an extra 5 or an extra 10, for people who get out there doing it. Because you know what? A lot of times when I'm ordering, it's way later than this fucking time. We're talking like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It takes a lot for people to be out there at that time. I'm not out there at that time. No, so I think it's worth rewarding. And the time that I had, Candy here, talked about her earlier on Vince's show. We ordered from Red Robin. I was like, I went with whoever the fuck the tip was. Hey, you showed up. Here's an extra 5. Why not? No, that's what I do. All right, can we get into talking about titties now? I want to talk about titties. We'll get to the rest of the comments here. Profiles get blocks. I always find a way to bend, reform, roll on. So cast 2 runs to right. Okay, I think he's talking about whatever gun he's working on. I think it's his AR or something. I got sucked in by a hot girl thumbnail. But that's just the damn bacon. No, we're about to talk about that. Hey, how do you like that hot girl thumbnail? I think that was a pretty good one. This is one that hopefully won't actually get fucking pulled. And I won't have to write in an angry letter to YouTube and have them reinstate it. And tip of 4 by mail. Damn, that's next level. I had never thought about doing that, John. So to see Jones come. Okay, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I forgot he gave me quite a bit of shout out. Everybody go check out John Crump Live. He's got a good program. So it's not. It's about guns and like a lot of laws and stuff, but it's not one track. There's always other things they could talk about, and I'm pretty much the perfect example of that. And they had a lot of other people on to do the same thing. So everybody go check out John Crump. He emailed me a lot of different stuff that apparently won. So really appreciate him for that. Definitely. Roll pins, okay. Jesus. It happens, Techno. Like to give just a tip. I don't. You know what's nice is when you're giving just a tip, but you're still working it in, and before you even get even that in, like she's already coming. Ask me how I know. That's happened. More than once. 9 people watching, only 7 thumbs. You freaking slackers. Yeah, let them. I harp on that on other people's shows. I don't care here. I'm just here to talk. You don't like it, then fine. We had 11 or 12 people watching at some point, so hey, that's even more people that came in and was like, just this chat sucks, and they just left, and that's fine. Pro tip: you have certainly have good testicles. I kind of do. Let's talk about that. Hey, I want to talk about tits too. You know what? And again, sorry about the last show. I talked about a lot of real shit that was going on in my life, and it was not a fun time. I know that. Sometimes that shit needs to be addressed. But you know what? I want to have a good time here. And a lot of you guys tune in to have a good time here. So that's the topic I want to cover. And again, special thanks to Thought Commodity. The fuck's your name? Megan Bryan, I think. Her channel's Thought Commodity. If I can find it, I'll put it in. Let me see if I can find it. Actually, I think she should be live now, actually, still. Okay, I'm live. God damn it, and I accidentally exited out. You guys tell me in the comments what kind of tits do you like, and I could tell you about some of the ones that I've come across that, look, I personally like. Here's what I'll do. I'll share the chat because she's live too. Yeah, I can go check her out after this, and I'll see if I can get to her. Yeah, okay, she spelled it real fucking weird. She gave me the idea: beer and titties. What better subject to talk about than beer and titties? Y'all go check out her channel. Now, for me, I've always been a kind of a downstairs kind of guy. Like, doesn't mean the upstairs doesn't matter. If a girl's got a pretty face, definitely a turn on. If she's got a nice rack, last girl I had a nice rack. It didn't look the greatest, undressed. Still looked good to me. They were D's. Follow me. I'm always more worried about what assets women can improve. And that's usually their bottom end. And in some ways, their top end, like they can get more toned, they can get more fit. Unless you pay for it, you really can't get bigger titties. You really can't. Here to be entertained and berate your text chat. You can thank me later. Welcome, man, dude. Fucking do it. I do it in so many other goddamn chats. Look, how can I not welcome that? I could tell you about some of this extra. I experienced quite a few. They're awesome, appreciated as well. Motorboat. All of them. Guns and art. You know what? You ain't. There's the answer right there. All of them. Jerry, you have the run-up comment to that. Non-stuff. Definitely. Double D's. Those are nothing wrong with those. They're very good cinematically. Dealing with them in real life, I can tell you, they're a little much. Just saying. That's kind of on the upper edge. If all of them is not acceptable answer, then my next asinine is fair. As long as the titties don't sag. I'll tell you something about this area. Wait, hang on. Alex Patino's here. He's new. Well, he's not new. I know who he is. He's new here. Thank you for joining. I'm guessing Rob and Jack entered a red evening where they slacked off and did their show a day late, basically. So don't worry, you don't have to be a member here to comment. And if I ever get really that fucking big to have after only members comment, well, that's going to be really fucking something. Don't worry, probably ain't going to happen anytime soon. Just take solace in that. Yeah, my thing is, look, tits are a bonus. I'll give you the, what's the name? Cambodia single mom. Now, what we have up here in the Pacific Northwest, and this is what I'm saying on here, and I'm not complaining about that, but I do kind of have to wonder about the potential ramifications of this. Chicks are out there and they've got shirts on, they got skirts on, they got little tube tops, whatever the fuck they're called on, where it's like their midriff is showing, and it's actually a midriff you want to see. But them tits are definitely out. There's no bras out here, like almost none. Trust me, sometimes, look, ladies, if you're listening, you want to wear a bra sometimes. You don't want to wear it too religiously. Hence, what I wanted to talk about with the Cambodia single mom. Now, she grew up, for whatever reason, very religiously, had to shape her tits. And shape them she did. But it was so weird, like when she had her shirt off, bra off, shirt off, all that stuff. It was, they're hanging perfectly, and she wasn't in the best of shape. She had a little bit of a gut, she had a little bit of jowls on her face and all that stuff. She was not someone that worked out or anything. I mean, she's somebody that lived on welfare. She had 6 fucking kids, for fuck's sakes. But it was like they were perfect tits, but they looked almost too weird. They looked like mannequins. Look, they were a mannequin's tits. Pretty sure those were D's too. Don't worry, I enjoyed those too. But it's just a little bit of like, you look like a mannequin, like up top. It's kind of weird. Contrast that with not Bowl of Chaos. She'll come up later. Hot Russian X. You know, aftermarket headlights. Sag, yeah, that's the problem. If that's the problem you running with, if you just do not wear a bra at all. Interesting. I'm gonna pause that on Anthem's question. I'll actually pause it on Anthem's question. Get to you in a minute. Yeah. Howard 96 now she wore bras. I don't know if she still does. It's like her tits were perfect. They were small C's, really large B's. Perfect fucking nipples. And they were the kind of nipples that they were a good indicator of how excited she was when she was fucking you. Because you get kind of like sort of dots, sort of like little pores will open up on her nipples. They were the best tits ever. My God, I still think about those. Then you have Bola Chaos, who she was a native. She's an actual native, like an American native. She had big ticks, but she at 5'7" was 170 pounds at some point. She got herself down to 140 by the time we got together. And so she had tits, but that tends to go away once you lose the weight. Tits made of a lot of fat. Didn't know if you guys knew that or not. But it never bothered me. I would kind of note it every time I would see her. Yeah, there's no tits there. But afterwards, like, it doesn't matter. I'm talking to her, and you know, the the conversation is engaging, or her mouth is on my dick, or her hand is on my dick, or both, or I'm fucking. It's like it doesn't matter. Once you're experiencing a woman, the tits don't matter, at least to me. One thing I remember about her, she did have a little bit, maybe a B cup, maybe. And they ended up getting ravaged by, the kids that she actually breastfed. Her body took a real fucking toll from the two kids that she had at the time. Who knows what kind of damage she's taken this time with her third one. But it never really bothered me. It's like one thing I did notice, her her nipples were actually very sensitive. I think the first time we ever actually did anything really, or the second time we did anything really intimate, it was in her car. We're in the back parking lot of, what was it, Mimo's over in Auburn. And we're using condoms at the time. It's one of the last times I ever used a condom. That worked out about the way that you would expect. But she still wanted to get off, so she was getting herself off, and basically I was stimulating her nipples. It got the job done. Okay. They're small, but they've got a lot of sensitivity. Hot Russian X, hers did not have a lot of sensitivity. She even told me at one point, like, there's not much going on there. I just play with them basically for fun. And the last girl that was here, she was just sensitive everywhere, including her nipples, which they did not look picture perfect without a bra on. Drooped down a little bit, but you know what? I didn't care. Hey, they're there. But I'm there to play with everything else. Along with those. Tell you what, the best tits I see, and I'll get to the rest of the comments in a moment. Sorry I'm falling behind on those. Best tits I saw, that I got to experience in person, aside from Hot Russian X's, was the almost 22-year-old, the chick that her and her friend took me to the bar, took me to my place to pick up a bottle of tequila and some other contraband at my place. And then they took me back to their, I guess, temporary place, where her friend promptly fell asleep on the bed, which was the only furniture that they had. And so all we had to fuck on was the bar stools, the bar, and the carpet. And I'm pretty sure I still have the carpet scars to this day from that. But look this chick up. Dare Taylor. Dare Taylor Official on Instagram. Not the same face, not the same eyes, and not the same hair. Her hair was actually very curly. Not black curly, but kind of white girl curly, I guess. But the body was damn near on point. To the nipples. She had puffy nipples. I remember this. Kind of made me actually get into puffy nipples, to be honest. And I remember having a lot of fun with those. And so yeah, I see tits as kind of I see it as a bonus, but it's not a bad bonus. That's what a lot of people end up focusing on, though. That's a weird thing. If I'm gonna focus, if I have a choice between tits and ass, I'm gonna pick ass. I always pick legs though, because legs don't lie. You have to put in the work to get into the legs. And there's plenty of chicks out there that they rely on their natural talent, what they were born with, their pretty face, their pretty fits, and all that stuff. Bianca's one of them. And she actually kind of has a nice born with ass, actually. She has a real nice ass. But you can tell by the skinny limbs, is like, you didn't put any extra work to get this. And so it's not a turn off, but it ain't a turn on. Just put it that way. All right. Kind of want to see what the hell you guys are talking about after this. Riggs! Pop likes his tobacco purses. Anything with the cherry on top. John Rice trucking in with his measurements. 40 WD, that gets a little bit large. And look, it's not a bad thing to have too much, but it can get a little bit unmanageable. Especially if we talk about more long term. I'd rather have the C cup. I honestly really would. It's not that a bad. Oh, there you go. You said it's a good range. It's not a bad range, though. Look, if a chick doesn't have tits, that's not her fault. She could buy tits, but I'm not going to fault her if she doesn't have any. I'm more into what she can do, not what she displays. And tits are display to me. There are things you could do with them, but that's kind of an extension that makes any sense. Just like sex, even bad ones are still pretty good. Hey, just like pizza too, by the way. Hey, a lot of you guys you're following my sentiment. Worst pussy I ever had was still pretty good. Yeah, I've actually had pretty bad pussy. You don't want to know about that. By the way, women, drink your fucking water. Just like I tell everyone as a nutritionist, drink your water. That shit shows up there too. And if you're dehydrated, that fucks things up downstairs. Just so you know. So long as aren't sagging, I'll fun with all the sizes. Even if they're sagging, I'll have fun with them. It's the women that don't wear bras or whatever. Like if they're like braless all the fucking time, yeah, that's when they start getting that sagging part. Even the lesbian slut buster, she actually had pretty big tits. They were I think they were D couples actually. They were sagging at least a little bit. We could tell she took at least a little bit of care with them. I got to have a little bit of fun with those too. But they were pretty decent. First tits is fried eggs with mini sausage nipples. Martin, that's kind of what Bowl of Chaos was working with, but there was a little bit more cushion under it. And again, look, they weren't ideal, but I was okay with that. They were fine. She had everything else. Cutest face ever. She actually had hair at the time. She cut it after she broke up. By the way, talk about a tragedy. A natural American Indian. She grows her hair out and then cuts it. Talk about a fucking tragedy. You know what? And here's the thing. Again, if you don't know about the Native Americans, they're not known for having a decent ass. She actually had a decent ass. And you know why she had a decent ass is because she worked for it. She worked for that. She worked for her legs. She had real nice arms. I'm sorry. I like decent arms too, to be honest. I like nice and toned arms. And you know what? She had those. She even had abs at some point. Not the biggest thing for me, but that takes work. You know? Just found out one chick I'm seeing who is white ginger with fat C's. One chick I'm next with is a white ginger with fat C's and a magnificent ass. There, hey, nice. You do not get many gingers or redheads that actually have asses. Most of them are like real fucking skinny. They got real thin arms and legs. Austin White is probably like the only standout that I could find that isn't tatted, but also has pretty decent assets. Just saying. That's just for porcelain white skin. Yeah, that's a redhead thing. We usually have freckles too. There's Sean Smith in the house. Thank you for subscribing, brother. Sean Smith. Is there a Sean Smith in the house? I didn't know. Ain't nothing wrong with a little sagging. There's something wrong with a lot of sagging, though. That's what I'm saying. The chicks that are up here, okay, the tits look nice. At least now you're young. Wait till you're 40, and they're down around your fucking navel. Yeah, I'm not saying go the lengths of a Cambodian single mom and go training bra like extraordinaire, but wear one every once in a while. Contain those fucking things at least a little bit, because that connective tissue is going to loosen over time. Gravity is going to take a hold of them, no matter how small they are. I've seen chicks with like very small B cups, and they're already way the fuck down here. Not up here, down here. It's like you're 25 or 30. You're going to need a little bit of containment. Why do you think bras were invented? Okay, now you guys are chatting back and forth. Somebody say redhead. Atham would know about this. Jesus Christ. Natural ginger. Apparently ginger is different from redhead. Redheads, they're okay. Gingers are the ones that don't have souls, apparently. That's what I hear. That's just sort of my experience as far as titties go. Look, I like them. What guy doesn't? But they're not the end all be all for as far as I'm concerned. Try to think, aside from candy for my own reasons, obviously. But if I pick any chick that I could keep around, maybe even aside from Hot Russian X, because she literally was the hottest chick I ever dated. One of the hottest ones I ever saw. And was literally one of the best lays I've ever had. You know how good a lay she was. We used condoms for the most time, and she would still be able to get me off. That does not happen. But if I had to pick another one, it'd be Ball of Chaos. She really did not have tits, and her tits had stretch marks. Her tits had stretch marks. She has stretch marks on her stomach, obviously, from being pregnant. And honestly, her behavior, the way she was, at least at the time, she's the person me and Vince talked about that earlier on the Mask and Geek live chat, which I'm not going to get into, but pause that. I'm using data I don't need to use. I was like, she was the best, and guess what? She barely had any tits, and when she had, it was super sensitive. Like, one of the things I actually like to do, like if I'm behind a chick, is like I like grabbing her head or her hair with one hand and one of her tits in the other while I'm fucking them. Couldn't even really do it because her tits are too sensitive. They really were. Her nipples are way too sensitive. If she had the big ass eraser nipples. Oh, it was good fucking times. It's good times. If I had to pick one, that'd be her. But hey, she's dead, so ain't no going back on that. Ain't no going back on any of them, really. But, if you had to pick one, the one that I'll pick is the one that had the least amount of tits. I'll give you a couple other ones. There was the Wiccan Dog Walker. She basically had no tits, but she had literally no tits, like flat fucking chested. Literally flat chested. But she had fucking piercings through her nipples, which actually were pretty decent. Yeah, I could work with that. She had a rocking bottom end, though. Nice legs, nice ass. Cute face and hair too. She just happened to have a lot of tattoos too. The only other one I could think of that I wouldn't mind. And again, I thought we might have had that going on here again at some point. Apparently, she's now officially in a relationship, so her play days are over. This is in her words. Was the endowed blonde nurse, and the reason she's the endowed blonde nurse, she's not a big girl. She's definitely, she ain't small, but she ain't fat. Nowhere close to that. And she was so blonde to the point where, yeah, the carpets definitely matched the drapes. Whatever carpet shade she actually was able to grow, she didn't have all that much downstairs. She didn't even have to shave. Yeah, she had double D's. Those were fun to play with too. Thing about her, just even talk about beers and titties. Like she couldn't really drink if she wanted to have an orgasm. There's one weird quirk with her, which is fine. Morning sex is always better. Just for me and for her and Ball of Chaos and even Hot Russian X as well. The morning sex is always better for whatever reason. Something to note about myself. Morning sex is better. Just for me. All right. I'm gonna get out of here. I might actually go check out the bar scene again. We'll see. It's early enough for that. Nowhere close to 2 o'clock. Nowhere close to what the closing hour should actually be, which is about an hour and a half from now. Well, this one has the force point enough for even the other chicks around to say, damn, yeah. One good thing to notice as far as Jerry's comment. If a girl is checking out other chicks along with you, that's a good sign. When they start to get jealous about that, that's a bad sign. Ask me how I know. Both Hot Russian X and Bowl of Chaos were the same way. We would check out other chicks at the beginning. At the end, they were getting jealous about it. There's a reason they do. Venus William or Megan Rapinoe. I know what Venus Williams looks like. Small tits. She's very athletic, and the pictures that she's in, she's a little bit over portrayed as being too muscular. Thing I understand about these chicks is that a lot of times when they take these pictures, they're flexing, so it looks like too much muscle. When they're relaxed, trust me, it isn't. So unless they're juicing it, maybe Venus Williams is juicy. I don't know. Um, they're still going to look somewhat feminine. I think Serena Williams actually was the one that was on the calendar. It's one that Tom Likas talked about years ago. Megan Rapinoe, I don't know what she looks like. So, I don't know. Pussy is definitely the best alarm clock. If she wakes first. Thing with me and both Bowl of Chaos, especially Bowl of Chaos, and to a lesser extent, Hot Russian X, and actually even more to an extent, the Adele blonde nurse sits out, wake up in her bed. We would go shower, or we would go use the bathroom at least, kind of wash ourselves off a little bit. and then we get to town. And so for me, at least, that kind of led to its own different thing. That's what it did. But you're not wrong there, John. I go work at AM because that's how I roll. Stay safe. All right, have a good night, man. Night, Jer. Guns and barbecues. I'll see you later. Landscape life. Yeah, you got to get up early and that kind of shit. And I don't want to ever fucking do that again, to be honest. We'll see how long I can keep that going. I can never get up early in the morning again. Unless it's for the reasons that John Rice was talking about. Huh. Best life ever, man. I'm just saying. Venus has a penis. Okay. All right. I'm going to close this out. Y'all got any other beer and titties add-ons you want to add on here before I get out of here? I smoked this whole damn cigar. Surprised. They're just talking about beer and titties. I like beer and I like titties. Neither are really required. Funny how that works. I just wanted to have a nice, lighthearted stream. That's all. Thank you all for tuning in for it, by the way. Actually, I'm going to take one more puff of this and we're done. Oh, it was good. It was glorious. So let's say the next chick comes around and she doesn't have tits. She's completely flat chested. I've seen quite a few walking around. Now, up here, we've seen quite a bit walking around here. They don't have any. They got nothing upstairs. And that's okay. Because you know what? I'm not interested in what they can display. I'm interested in what they can do. And a lot of the chicks, just so you know, the ones that don't have much upstairs, or they have other things that they know is a downgrade for them, they fucking know how to make up for it. Just so you know. Just saying. Wake up before you even go to bed. Atham, of course you do. Atham, you never go to sleep. So you're like Dark. You never go to sleep. Dark is getting like 2 hours of sleep before he gets up for his job, and he's going to do some fucking voice chat later in the Discord. I'm drunk, I'm drunk too, but I'm still going to go out there. I'm still going to go out and maybe talk to people and see if I get 86 from a bar or something. Who knows? I didn't even get to talk about the experience that I had over the last week. Tuesday was pretty good. Met some chick that had a little bit extra, but it was a little bit extra in all the good ways. Finally managed to get her number, and we even ended up kissing, hugging and kissing at the end of the night. She dropped me off in front of my place and texted her and no answer. So fine, that's okay. Not gonna block her like I've been doing with a lot of people on dating apps. Block hand strong here. You haven't messaged me back after I messaged you, block. You got pissed because you saw the message I had where I think it was Bola Chaos. She told me about the full body like cramping orgasm she had, and you think that's offensive? Block. Any other non-fun shit? Block. I don't care. This whole non-caring thing, it sucked at the beginning, but you know what? It's working out. Fine, maybe I'll never be able to care for another chick again. I won't even have anyone get that close to me again like the last one did. That would have been fucking really nice. And I think that's kind of what sunk that in for me. It's like, it would have been nice, even though it was my fault that we fucked that up, or I fucked that up, even though she tried to warn me way beforehand. And she even unearthed the problem that I had that I wasn't aware of. And I finally got that handled, and got it handled too late. And now she's gone. All right. Only reason she knew about that was because she got that close. No one's getting that close again. So that's how I got to roll for the last 40, 50, 60 years of my life. Fine. Okay. Night peace with it. Hey, you know what? I'm okay with it. It's all good. Thanks to her for what she did. She's gone now. Would have loved to have her around. What was it, September she's supposed to come up here? That's not going to happen, apparently. She'll be up here, but who knows what'll happen. I don't want somebody around who can just switch that kind of thing off. I don't want anyone to get close enough for that to even be a fucking question. As long as they're poor and following female, nothing to worry about. You get a lot of the trans profiles up here, Techno, just so you know. That's something you have to worry about up here. I'm not sure about the entire West Coast, but I would say the entire West Coast. And probably a lot of the contiguous United States, especially the bigger cities. Austin, Detroit, Michigan, St. Louis, those kind of places. Just so you know. True enough. There you go. Thank you. All right. I think I'll try my hand one more. It's Saturday night. I'm going to go see what the bar scene is like. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been a nice hour and a half here, and I am low on battery power already. I was low on battery power before. I'm really low on battery power now, and it's kind of a bad idea to go out with such low battery power, but I'm going to do it anyways. No risk, no reward. We'll see what's out there. You all keep slaying this Saturday, Sunday morning, wherever you are. Hey, I assume some of y'all fuckers are in Florida, so it ain't even Sunday morning for you. Who knows? But it's been a nice Saturday night sitting with you guys again. Look, there's very few things I'll trade this in for, and I've had quite a few offers to trade this in for a couple of things, and I have not. I'd rather spend it with you guys. You all want to come and watch this for whatever fucking reason, and so I'm going to keep producing. So there's a real good reason not to. And if there isn't, there'll be a makeup show after that. I didn't do anything. Was the Saturday night that we had the fucking heat wave up here, because there was no way I was going to be able to do anything there. And Dark was on that stream anyways. I even tried to do something that stream, and it just didn't work out for whatever fucking reason. But hey, y'all want to tune in? Thank you for tuning in. And What more can I say? You guys get out there and kick ass. Go fuck your woman. Go drink your booze. Go do your conquests, whatever it is. And go kick ass in life. That's all I want you guys to do. If I'm not here next week, if not earlier than next week, I was supposed to do some this Saturday afternoon. Other things happened. Sorry, those things happened. Want to do something, it didn't happen. But you know what? You guys keep kicking ass, anyways. All of you. John Rice, Dark, Techno Man, Martin, Bolo, Atham. All you guys get out there, kick ass, take names, and when you get into bed, you all fucking have this thought in your head. Did you win, son? And if it isn't, you won. Go back and assess why you didn't win and adjust from there. All you fuckers get in there and start fucking winning. Last pastor to come, listen, we're out of here. Keep it real. Peace out. Bolo. Bolo's in a lot of damn chats, man. Appreciate it. MJ's here. MJ, I dropped. MJ, tune in. Do me a favor. I'll stay on for another couple minutes. Tune in with whatever your official channel is, so people can actually know what the fuck it is, because you have some weird ass spelling for it. I was just talking about you earlier. Drop your link. I'm out of here. I'm leaving. God damn it. You decide to show up at the fucking end of the stream. Jesus Christ. Now I know what Nick August and Ron says feels like. You know, okay, we're rounding things up, and then you show up. Hey, what did I miss? Not that I haven't been guilty of this. You know? One sec. I just got off. Okay, that's a little bit too much information, but okay. Jesus Christ. You're going to hold me here until I have your fucking stream. Go. God damn it. Well, fuck, you have to be a mod to do that, I think. Let me log back in here. Hang on. All right. MJ, you're a mod on the channel now, so you can add your link. Jesus fucking Christ. The things I do on this channel. I'm not even fucking her, and I'm giving her, you know, help. Thoughts on Nebraska? I don't know what you mean, Atham. Nebraska's flat. Hey, just like some women are, you know, they could be flat chested. Look, I'm fine with that. This is the point I was making. Tits are a bonus. I know MJ, I think she has some pretty decent tits. By the way, Atham, you might want to go check her out. She's a redhead too. There you go. Challenge accepted, I would imagine. You go find her. MJ, you go fucking do that. I'm gonna go take a piss and I'll be right back. And then we're ending this. Jesus Christ. Turn the damn audio off. Is the audio off? Yeah. There you go, MJ. Just so you know, Anthem happens to like redheads. Hey, challenge accepted. God damn it. Redheads are bad, or what was it? They make you feel great for a bit, but they're bad for you. Yeah. There you go. All right. There's her channel link. I'll leave that up for. I'll keep going for a couple more minutes. And Christ, that's your link, but it's just the URL. It's not the YouTube thing that people can click on. Let me see if I can click on it on here. No, it's not it. God, Jesus Christ. Hey, Bacon, why do you drink during these shows? I don't know. They're random people, and she has a really good channel. Fuck, alright, I gotta help you. God damn it. Actually, I think I shared your link earlier, actually. So it should be somewhere in the chat, but I'll put it again. Okay, there you go. See, that's how you do it. You go to your own damn page, okay? You click the buttons, the little three buttons that are at the top right. You click share, you hit copy link, and you go to whatever channel you're streaming on, especially when you're in mod, and then you just hit the fucking paste button and hit send. See, that's how you fucking do it. Christ almighty. So now I gotta sit here, and whoever's watched long enough to get to this point, now they have to get to this point to find your damn channel, which is a good channel. I enjoy all the work you do. You had a good show up today. You had a good show up yesterday. You have a good show up a lot of times, and you're doing a lot of good things. You really are, especially for a newer channel. I enjoy your work. That's how you do it. Okay. And you're supposed to be the one that's doing the shushing, giving me boobs, but y'all women have shit backwards these days. So what can I say? When you come to Rio Tile area, I have no plans on that as far as now. Dude, if I visit out that area, you're definitely on the list, man. Atham is a fantastic host. He really is. I mean, definitely bring your own shit with you, just so you have something to offer. But Atham he's one of the best guests ever, or he's one of the best hosts ever. He really is. I've stayed with him a couple times, and guy's more than accommodating. Really appreciate him. All right. Thank you. What are you doing? I'm not sure what she's referring to. Something I was saying. Some suck, but I love you. Just some suck. I prefer the full thing, but okay. All right. I'm out here. Everybody get what's her name's link. God damn it. Leave that for the next 30 seconds. Everybody go check out her link. I am wasting good bar hours to get this shit out there. Fuck's sakes. Who knows how good the bar is going to be anyways, but why not? Why not help out a good channel? MJ's good people, so why not? She took her time to fucking check this fucking channel out, for fuck's sakes. So. All right, I'm out of here. I don't even feel like taking any shots anymore. I'm good. I'm going to drink some water, actually, before I leave. Drinking your water is important, ladies and gentlemen. Drink your water. Thanks, Adam. Okay, you're pulling a rage on here. Yeah, thanks. Blowjob Jiu-Jitsu is the best self-defense martial art. Okay. I'm out of here. Fuck you, assholes. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep it tactical. What the fuck was I saying? Stay dangerous, keep it tactical. And above all else, be chaos, my friends. I'm going to go drink some more.